She called me Mop Boy every day. Then I runnied her reputation in front of the entire school. I was the invisible janitor at Brookridge High, a 17-year-old senior with mop duty. Not because I was in trouble, but because my family needed the money. Every afternoon, I'd sweep classrooms and clean up after students who barely noticed I existed, except one, Madison. Madison was the kind of girl who could make you feel like a stain on her $400 shoes with just a glance. Cheer captain, debate team leader, straight A student. Everyone either wanted to date her, be her, or at the very least, stay out of her way. And me, I was the weird janitor kid who got free lunch and wiped gum off desks after final bell. I was used to being ignored, but Madison didn't ignore me. She targeted me. She'd walk past with her army of followers, laugh too loud, and say things like, "Careful not to slip, Mop Boy," or "Did you miss a spot, or is that just your reflection?" Her favorite trick? Dropping her designer water bottle right where I'd just finished cleaning, on purpose. Every single day. I never reacted, not because it didn't hurt, but because I had a plan. See, I didn't just mop floors. I was also the student council's anonymous speechwriter. No one knew it, not even the council president. I submitted speeches under a pen name, and they kept getting picked. I'd won 3 writing awards without ever putting my real name on the plaque, and I had one last speech to write, the graduation keynote. Weeks before graduation, the principal announced a twist. Instead of a teacher or celebrity, one student would deliver the final speech, chosen anonymously based on written entries. Of course, Madison submitted one. She bragged about it for days, even told people she was basically a lock since she'd already spoken at 3 school functions. But I submitted one too. My best piece ever. Emotional, raw, powerful. A story about failure, shame, identity, and rising above it. I didn't expect to win, but I did. The announcement was posted outside the main office. Keynote speaker, Elias Morgan. People murmured, "Who's Elias?" Some thought it was a typo. Madison looked confused and furious. She'd never even heard my full name. A week before graduation, she cornered me while I was pushing a mop cart near the gym. "You?" she said, eyes narrowing. "You're giving the speech?" "Yep," I said calmly, gripping the mop tighter. She smirked. "Guess they'll let anyone on stage these days." I smiled. "Guess so." Graduation day came. Hundreds of people in the auditorium, parents with cameras, teachers in robes, students restless and sweaty under caps and gowns. When I stepped up to the mic, I saw Madison in the front row. Her arms were crossed, her smile fake. I adjusted the mic. My palms were sweaty, but my voice didn't shake. "This is for anyone who's ever been overlooked," I began. "For the kid who works 2 jobs and still shows up to school every day. For the student whose name no one remembers, but who remembers how every teacher takes their coffee. For the ones who clean up messes they didn't make." Heads turned. Some students leaned forward. I saw Madison's smile twitch. I continued, telling my story without names. I was mocked for my job, for the uniform I wore, called Mop Boy more times than I can count. But you know what a mop does? It cleans. It resets. It erases yesterday's mess, so today can start fresh. I paused. Let the silence settle. Sometimes the people who laugh at you the loudest are the ones most scared you'll succeed, because they don't expect it, because it would mean they were wrong. I looked straight at Madison, and being wrong terrifies them. The room was dead quiet. Then, a ripple of applause. Then more. Then a full standing ovation. Even the principal wiped a tear. Madison? She didn't clap. She didn't move. After the ceremony, several parents approached me. A few teachers hugged me. One offered to help me apply for a scholarship I'd given up on months ago. Madison? She slipped out early. But I heard later that her dad, who donated heavily to the school, was not pleased that she didn't win the speech spot. Apparently, she'd promised him she was a sure thing. That summer, I got an internship at a publishing house, thanks to one of the teachers who saw my speech. I kept mopping floors until college, but no one called me Mop Boy again. I framed a photo of me at the podium, holding the mic, and every time I doubt myself, I look at it and remember, you don't have to be seen to be powerful. But when the spotlight hits, make sure they remember your name.